Here's a list of the 15 most interesting facts about the history and evolution of hot air ballooning. One of these facts is false. Can you spot it? 1. The first successful untethered hot air balloon flight took place in France in 1783. 2. The Montgolfier brothers were the inventors of the hot air balloon. 3. The first hot air balloons were made of paper and silk. 4. The first passengers on a hot air balloon flight were a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. 5. The first female hot air balloon pilot was Sophie Blanchard in the early 19th century. 6. The first hot air balloon flight in the United States took place in 1793. 7. The first hot air balloons were used for military purposes during the French Revolutionary Wars. 8. The first successful transatlantic hot air balloon flight took place in 1978. 9. The largest hot air balloon festival in the world is held in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 10. Hot air balloons were used as vehicles for aerial photography in the 19th century. 11. The first successful manned flight in a hot air balloon was in 1783. 12. Hot air balloons have been used in scientific experiments to study the upper atmosphere. 13. The longest hot air balloon flight on record lasted for over 19 days. 14. Hot air balloons are regulated by the Federal Aviation Administration in the United States. 15. The envelope of a hot air balloon is made from polyester fabric coated with polyurethane. Now, let's finish with a joke about the history and evolution of hot air ballooning. Joke. How did the first hot air balloon pilot get to his destination so quickly? He had a lot of hot air to spare. And the fake fact from before was, the first hot air balloon flight took place in Antarctica in 1783. This is false because Antarctica is not a feasible location for early aviation experiments due to its extreme conditions. But fear not, because I have 5 more bonus facts about the history and evolution of hot air ballooning to share with you. 1. The first hot air balloons were made of paper and silk. 2. The first untethered human flight in a hot air balloon took place in 1783. 3. The first successful transatlantic hot air balloon flight was in 1978. 4. Hot air balloons were originally used for military purposes in the 18th century. 5. The largest hot air balloon festival in the world is held in Albuquerque, New Mexico every October. And finally, here's one last fact about the history and evolution of hot air ballooning in a Cupid with a broken arrow accent. Did you know that the longest hot air balloon flight on record lasted for 19 days? Thank you for joining me on this whimsical journey through the skies of hot air ballooning history.